Again, of course, another van life day. But this morning, we currently actually didn't really go to work. I did go to the job, go to try to check things out, see if I could possibly work. And then I came to find out quickly that there was no work happening. And then not only that, I figured I'd give my good friend Al a call, get him to come over here from about an hour away from where we're at doing all these kind of flying and all that kind of stuff. And really, what was really nice was that me and Al got to meet up today. We got to come here at my house, do a hang check on his setup, of course. He's got the Parajet Maverick, which is very nice, with also the black frame, which was very, very nice to see something different. And not only that, it was just very nice to meet a new pilot, and you know, it was just a nice day all around, other than the winds being a little high, right? The winds were a little high, and it made it for, you know, having a Paramotor on your back being a little bit more difficult to kite, you know, for especially like the first time trying to kite in high winds like that. So it makes it a little bit more difficult, but you know, he did actually a great job. The winds got too high, so they actually got to the point where we couldn't even do it anymore. Check that out. Trying to make sure the glare's not so bad, guys. Sorry. Wonder here what I should do about that. Try to see if there's anything I have here to wipe that off. See if it's 1 second. Right. Any better? No. Not really. It looks kind of crazy on the other end, but hopefully in a minute here it'll be better once I can get out of the sun here. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna get better here. Just one moment. I was thinking of getting a coffee, so I want to go head out, go get a coffee, and then I guess we're gonna go head to 2 different banks. Normally I try to push this stuff off, but I figured what the heck, might as well just go get it over with while we weren't really doing too much at the house just now. But really, I could have been doing some video editing, of course, with my next YouTube video that I'm trying to make for you guys, which will be pretty epic. I wanted to try having my camera a little bit farther to the right, so I hope that it's something that you guys actually enjoy a little bit more of. So I did just post a video on YouTube yesterday about me selling SkyMax Paramotors, which is pretty epic, you know, and really, it's really epic. And it's really nice that, you know, SkyMax lets me do that for them, which is super cool. And I'm here to try to, you know, help them sell their Paramotors and also just let people know how great that they are. You know, I would like to try to see if I can somehow get a couple of them with the Vitarazi Monster 185 on them and maybe be able to send them out to people at a demo so people can get to experience what it's like to have a SkyMax with also flying the Vitarazi motors, if that's something that you guys don't currently have. But I think it'd be really cool to let someone, you know, demo them out for about a month at a time, you know, just share them around, just see how many flights the Paramotor gets, which would be really, really cool. Be cool too to like send it out and have a little flight book in there that each pilot that gets the demo, the glider, gets to write in, which I find would be really cool. So but yeah, so we're just hanging out today. Like I said, we got to hang out with Al this morning, which was a lot of fun. We got a good kiting day in, and also he got to do a hang test, make sure he was hanging properly in his glider, which to me, he looked really good. Everything looked really well, so that's nice. Really, I was going to keep the Paramotor on the back. I'm so confused now. I want to keep looking this way, but that's not where the camera is now. It's right here. But I wanted to keep the Paramotor on the back because I kept wanting to think that I'd be able to fly, like, basically in the next hour, but really, that is not going to happen. Wow, the traffic is horrendous right now. Just trying to make a left-hand turn. Come on. Here we go. Boom. Alright, so I figured I'd like to come and waste a couple bucks on Dunkin' Donuts coffee because it's amazing. So let's get some Dunkin' turn this thing around too. It's right in my way constantly.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Hello, can I get a large coffee with just cream in it, please?
Large coffee, so just black?
With cream in it, please.
Oh, okay.
And that is it.
Alright, you can pull it around.
Cool, thank you. A lot of times when I do have coffee, I do prefer to drink it black, but something about Dunkin' Donuts cream that they like just splash in there hits the spot. So, plus I'm craving a coffee pretty bad right now. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good.
$3.29. Yeah.
Sweet.
Enjoy.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. No, you're Joe. Yo, Joe, what's up, man? What'd you say? What's happening, Joe? Good day. What's happening, man? And here we are again. Yes. Yes, Joe, I wanted to do a live stream earlier, but we had Al with us, and I didn't want to push it with him. I wanted him to really be able to focus. It was very high, dangerous winds, basically, that we were basically attempting to go in. They weren't really dangerous yet. They were just building up. And by the time we basically put the paramotors on, the winds were just so high and so gusty that it was just not that safe, right? So, let me put the brace under here so we don't have a wobbly session here. Okay, here we go. We are off, right? Right, we are off. So anyway, gotta really pay attention right now. There's a lot of people driving around with craziness right now. So, like I was saying, Joe, this morning we got to meet up with Al. So Al is another paramotor pilot. He owns a beautiful Parajet Maverick with the Vitarazi Moster 185, and it's the MY22, I believe, that he does own. But super nice, brand spanking new. And you know what's so cool about his Parajet? That's the first time that I've ever seen. Not only does he have the blue Parajet, he has a blue Parajet with a black frame. Something that I've actually never seen before in my life. So, very cool. I actually really like the different look to it. And, you know, all around, it's just really nice to meet another paramotor pilot, you know, in my adventures on flying, right? So this is super cool. So I just love how everything has been, you know. What is a Parajet? Going back to the beach chat. I wish we were. The winds are the wrong way. If the winds were coming off of the beach, they would be perfect. But sadly, the winds are coming off land, making it very dangerous. So I cannot actually go up in this. Like, I actually attempted to go fly in front of Al because Al's never seen a paramotor actually go up in the sky in front of him. So I wanted to make sure I'd go and fly. So I went up, but it was very dangerous for a newer pilot. All right, we are on the Garden State. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're cruising. I'm gonna go stop in a couple different banks. This is something that I typically always push off, but it's Monday and I didn't really work, but I went and hung out with Al. So wait a minute. So Joe, you asked, what is a Parajet? So a Parajet is a style paramotor, right? It's a frame. So like when I say I sell SkyMax paramotors, I'm selling SkyMax frames, right? So Parajet paramotors would be, you know, the frame. And, you know, a lot of times, most of these motors all come with the Vitarazi Moster 185, which is a really nice engine. That's what I'm currently flying. And they do sell them with the Atom 80s too, which is also a really nice motor as well. Man, my coffee seems to be leaking everywhere. I don't want it to leak all over me. So the Parajet Maverick is just another Paramotor. So, you know. Yeah, looking at the flag right now, going over the water right now, it's pinned. And you know what's a shame? It's like, I can kite in this, right? I have kited in this. But for somebody that really has it, it's not the smartest thing to go do with them. So, it's, you know, like, you don't ever want to push anybody. And what's nice is that when you hang out with people that really understand their limits, which is really, really good. So, it makes me feel way more confident about other pilots when it comes to things like that, because, you know, Al has never actually taken a flight, but he's got a lot of training, so that's what's really nice. But regardless, like I said, I actually went up, and when I went up in the air today flying around, it was pretty gnarly. Like, when I took off, it was basically the wind's dropping me right down. Like, there was no actually climbing in the beginning, and I actually came down and did a landing that I wasn't even trying to do. And when I landed, sorry, my van's feeling a little funny right now. Let me get out of this. There we go. Alright. That feels a little better. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, my van was just feeling a little funny right there. I just wanted to make sure everything was alright. So, but regardless, like I was saying, when I went up in the air, it was one of those pretty bumpy flights. Like, for one, it was midday. I shouldn't have probably really went up, but I wanted to, you know, show out. But dude, the wind gusts to no wind at all was kind of dramatic. So that's what made the flight the way it was. Man, this coffee's so hot. Like, I can't even attempt to drink it. Nothing worse than, like, wanting a coffee really bad and you can't even drink it. Alright, so we're on the parkway, and we just found our first 40-mile-an-hour driver. 40 miles an hour this one car is doing right now. 40 on the parkway? That's crazy. So, but anyway, what an epic day, right? Like, it was so much fun getting to hang out with Al. And you know what's really nice is just getting to hear other people's point of view about paramotoring, which is very exciting to me. It's like, and you know, I don't know what it is about paramotors. You know, they're so life-changing, and they're just such an incredible, I don't even want to call it a hobby. It's such an incredible thing to do. Like, the experience of becoming this type of pilot is incredible. And not only is it incredible, it's like, I just feel like I like want to get a couple of my friends to do it, because I feel like once they do it, they'll really want to get one. I know that my one buddy, as soon as I introduce him to it, which I can't wait, my buddy James, I know that when he gets to actually do it, I already know it that he's going to buy one. And I'm going to be very excited about that for sure. Because I feel like everybody should have one. That's what I honestly believe. I think that everybody should really get the experience of flying of all different types of ways. Like, I've been in a helicopter, I've obviously been in airplanes, and I'm trying to think about it, like the smallest airplane I've ever been in. I think the only airplanes I've actually ever been in the air, wow, the only airplanes I've ever been in were commercial airliners, like traveling to Florida, California, and stuff like that, and to other places around the world. But man, but I have been in helicopters, for pleasure flights, not for anything crazy or anything. I've been on, some people will say it's not considered flying, but some do say it's flying. I've been on fan boats, right? Fan boats are like another source of way of actually being able to travel on water and land, which is super incredible. And then what else? Paramotoring, of course. And I guess that's basically it. But, like, for me, paramotoring has been the coolest kind of flying you could ever get your hands on, because you can run into the sky, and if you have any problems with that at all, you can literally go and actually buy a trike frame or a quad frame for them and be able to wheel right off the ground and wheel onto your landings. That's pretty amazing. So, like, you basically turn these into like spaceships, but like you could also just turn it into your own personal backpack aircraft, which is what I love. How much are the quad frames? So Joe, so what's really cool about SkyMax is that SkyMax right now has a trike that they sell, right? And if I'm not mistaken, the trike is going for $1,800 USA. So if I had to guess, a quad would probably be around the $2,000 to $2,500 in USA prices, if that's what we're talking about right now. And to be totally honest with you, I feel like I'm going to try to talk to SkyMax and try to see if I can't try to come up with some kind of a trike design and maybe make it a quad design. But the quad designs are a little bit more difficult, so you understand. Not the idea of designing one. The reason why, like, I feel like trike frames are so much nicer for the paramotors is that the way that they can turn to execute the wing down for a landing. A lot of times, and actually I want to say 90% of the flights that are ever done with trikes or wheeling off the ground are basically like no wind takeoffs, because, and no wind at all flights, because if you have some winds, it can be kind of scary when you come to land a trike, when you're trying to execute the wing to the ground. And on a trike frame with 3 wheels, 1 being in the front, 2 being in the rear, you're able to basically spin the trike in a 180 when it's on the ground, wheeling on the ground, very quick and tight to execute your glider properly without ever being dragged, you know? Because if you just think you can always bring the glider down however you want in high winds, you're going to be dragged. So, but regardless of that, quad frames are available, and I think they're up around the $2,000 mark if I had to really guess. I'm not really certain though on that, but I do believe that SkyMax is selling their trike frames for anywhere around $1,800 USA, and that's actually really good pricing for how like their design is, where it's this quick connect, where it's like this, it's flawless. Like SkyMax makes, you know, when you look at all the paramotors and you look at all their frames and you see how they're designed, like all of them are designed in a unique way, which I actually like to see them all, and I really enjoy them all and I like them all. But something about SkyMax and the way that they design their paramotors, they're just so unique, so lightweight, so strong. There's like no torque twist on takeoffs, you know, and I feel very safe when I fly their paramotors, and just all around, I just absolutely love it. And really, that's why I'm trying to sell their paramotors and push them out to you guys to let you guys know that how great they really are, and give you guys the chance and to show you guys too in all my videos on how great they are. Like, all of my flights are done with SkyMax. Very rarely will you see me flying somebody else's paramotor, but I have flown other models though, guys. How much weight can the SkyMax support? So, Joe, just so you're aware, man, the paramotors can hold a lot of weight, man. I'm talking like probably like 1,000 pounds. I have to double check on the exact weight, but the reason why I say like 1,000 pounds, because a lot of people will go into a G-spin, right, when they're doing acro tricks and stuff like that with paramotoring. you got to think about how much weight you're putting on the paramotor itself in that point alone. So I'm going to say a lot of weight. I mean, a lot more than you're expecting. And realistically, Joe, it's all about the glider that really supports your weight. So, like, I don't know what your weight is, but like for me being 160 pounds, I fly a 22 meter glider, right? Okay, so 300-pound pilots are workable. 100%, Joe. 100%. Because you got to think about it. Me and my buddy went up and did a tandem flight on his trike, and he has a massive trike. I bet you his trike alone weighs 300 pounds. And then the weight of me and him on there, putting about another, let's say another 300. So now we're like 600 pounds dead weight, you know? And then to the 42 meter glider, nothing. No problem at all. So Joe, no, it's no problem at all. So say 300 pounds plus the paramotor being, let's just call it 75 pounds, 80 pounds with fuel in it. No problem at all, man. And really, put it like this. You think about it, the more weight, depending on the glider though, more weight, the more you just have to run on the ground before takeoff, right? But what's nice about being, say, a little bit on the heavier side with things is that your gliders, gliders act better when you can be at the top of the weight range to the glider, meaning like when you come in to do your flare and stuff like that at the end, when you come into your landings, like it's just so amazing. And really, I just want you to know, and to everybody, really, weight's not really an issue, especially if you're triking too, you know, by the way. Like, if you're running, and say if you're a little bit heavier, there might be a couple little issues because some people have an issue with running. But dude, if you're doing it on the beach, and there's beach laminar winds, say at like 12 miles an hour, you wouldn't even run for your takeoff. You would literally set up in a reverse, turn around, and throttle. I would need a trike or a quad, bad knees and hips. Yes, see, Joe, that's totally understandable. And you know what? I'm going to be hopefully doing soon some trike videos. So make sure you stay tuned to that. And hopefully, when I get the trike, I'm trying to make it so I can do it as a giveaway. So we'll see how that goes. But make sure you guys all stay tuned to that, because if I do it as a giveaway where it has to come out of my pocket, it's just going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to try to talk to SkyMax and see what I can try to figure out, because I'm just trying to figure out how I can get a couple paramotors from them, and then, like I said, try to demo one out, give away one, and then me get the new Pulsar. I do want to get that Pulsar really bad. And I would like to give away the SkyMax Star, right? The most common SkyMax that is sold on the market today. And the reason being that not only is it the most common, but it does have the quick connect to the trike that they do now sell for it. So, and I think that, Joe, that it's really important to have a setup where you can have always the idea of a trike to not having a trike, because of the easy way of transport. Like, meaning, I don't know if you have a car or a pickup or an SUV or a van, I'm not sure, or a trailer, but I do know that trikes would be a little bit more difficult to move around and to, like, say, take to your airports or to your beaches or to your soccer fields or farms, wherever you fly from. But if you got it as, say, a regular paramotor that you can buy with a trike frame that could just hook up to it in seconds, that to me is really the way to go. Like, yes, you can buy paramotors that are already a trike design, but then now you really most likely are going to need a trailer for it, and a lot of people don't have trailers, and that's why I'm just saying that now, thinking about it and talking about it. Like, it is difficult, but really, it's still, you know, they're still smaller, so really you can manage it. And I know people that have the trikes that really would never say or complain, you know. They're very grateful to have the trike. They would still rather have that. But that's why I want to get this trike and also show these other videos of how easy and quick it is to set up the SkyMax trike, which is something that I just really can't wait to do. And I can't wait to like show the idea of why it's so great too to trike. Like, triking isn't just great because of just say you have a difficult time running or bad knees or anything in that way. What's great about triking now is that you get to carry more weight, meaning paramotor camping, right? Like for me, I want to do that so bad. I mean, I want a paramotor camp like you couldn't believe. And I'm trying to do that sooner than later, right? Oh man, I had that all day. I should have did that. But you know, when I'm driving and doing live streams, I try to really be cautious and take my time. Because I'm not ever any type of a rush. So, but regardless, we're heading to my one bank right now, and I have to always run inside for this one, just so you guys are all very aware. But it only takes me a few moments. It doesn't take that long. And not only that, like I was saying too with paramotoring, it's like everything about it's amazing, you know. I actually think it would be cool to have a trike frame buggy though, and make it like almost enclosed, but that'll take away a lot from everything else. I just think it would be cool though to have like a one that's like enclosed, like, but not like, meaning like the sides have to stay open obviously for the idea of controlling, but it'd be so cool to have the whole nose and above you closed off like all electric, or all glass, or like all plexi or acrylic, anything. What was that you just said? I'm sorry. I like the idea of, yes, design. Yeah, because Joe, it's very easy because like paramotors themselves are already easy to transport basically because they're like an oversized book bag. You know, because a lot of times too, a lot of people can just quick connect and take down the whole hoop section, which you can do on the SkyMax too. But it's really just nice the idea of having it to be both, because it's just, how else, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people have just cars that paramotor, and it's funny because it doesn't slow them down with a paramotor because they can get them in the car. If you put your back trunk seat down in a car and you take down the hoop section, you're able to fit paramotors easily in any size car. And with the glider. What was the last thing you said? No problem. Do what you need to do at the bank. Oh yeah, definitely, Joe, for sure. It only takes me a minute in this one. This one, I always have to go inside because it's like the one I basically do and deal with all my checks. And then the other one, I always just hit the drive-thru. I could do like everything on the computer, you know, and be at home, but really, I hate the idea of thinking of more reasons to stay home. So I like going out and doing this stuff, you know what I mean? Even though that sometimes it's a little time consuming, at the end of the day, it's nice to get out, go out and about and around. And it's not going to take me long at all at the bank. You guys will know I'm going to run inside. So, but regardless of that, yeah, you know, paramotors are just truly amazing, and I hope to be able to figure out a way to raise enough money up to be able to do a really cool giveaway for everybody. Man, I'd be so happy to be able to give away a paramotor to everybody that is subscribed to my YouTube channel. I just would find it to be very special, and it would just show how much I care. You know, that's the whole thing. It's like, I never thought I would ever be making videos like this. And not only this, like even live streams all the time. But I really just never thought that I would build up such a big following. Like we just broke 13,000 subscribers right here on my YouTube channel. I think that's incredible. And I really do appreciate it from all of you guys that are actually watching and being supportive. And like I said, if you want to better your chances at winning my giveaways, all you have to do is comment on my videos, on my long-term videos, and drop likes. It really, really goes a long way. Okay, let's park right over here. Always like to park out of everybody's way. Wow, I just totally beat my horn by mistake. I always actually do that when I try to steer with one hand. But all right, everybody, I will be right back. I think I'm within lines. I'll be right back. Sign me up. Joe, that's it, man. Well, like I said, all you got to do is go be subscribed to my YouTube channel. That's where I'm doing all of my giveaways right now. So check it out, guys. I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 minute. All right, everybody. Wow, you guys actually stuck around. Really appreciate that. I tried being as quick as I could. I do have another bank that we should go stop at, so let's go see how busy that one is. This one's actually getting kind of busy right now, which is kind of wild. But all right, so let's get out of here because for some reason normally there's like never anybody here. Okay, though. So what's up, everybody? So Joe, you're telling me to sign you up. Like I said, if you guys want to enter in on my free giveaways, all you got to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, guys. I'm not trying to ask you guys for any money or anything like that. Where are we here? Ooh. Okay. Almost hit the curve there. That was pretty close. All right, you guys can see this area that I'm in. Wow, crappiest roads ever. When I first started the business a long time ago, I started it out with these banks that were actually close by. Just give it a minute, guys. One moment. And these banks all like kind of faded out, and I hate even talking about kind of certain types of banks over social media. Like that's kind of just stuff I try to, you know, keep out the videos. You know, my obvious banks that I go to. I don't like to brag about that stuff. I do like to brag about Dunkin' Donuts, but today, guys, Dunkin' Donuts is wearing out all over me, it seems like. Okay, so we're gonna go, I guess towards the other bank and go see what's going on with that. Like I said, I bounce around so many different banks because I have 3 different businesses for one, and 2, I try to figure out ways to bring in more income. You know, I try to with these videos. It's hard. It's not easy. Like trying to be someone that makes money on social media is like, you got to be very competitive. You got to be doing stuff that everybody wants to be watching. And really, I'm just showing people, I guess a good way to put it is raw footage of me just showing you guys my epic adventures. You know, I'm not here trying to be the best. I'm not here trying to outdo anybody or act as, I'm sorry, if I'm out talenting somebody or something like that. I'm just here showing you guys what it's like to become a paramotor pilot and be, I don't know, share all those exciting things that no one else has shown. They are epic adventures. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that, man. I really do love sharing videos, and sometimes some of the videos that I post, sometimes I actually wonder if I should be sharing videos like that. Meaning, like, why do I keep posting all the time? And I do find out that even sometimes with all the time I put into it, it's what I want to be doing. And nothing comes easy, and everything's hard, you know. Man, I'm having a hard time. Oh yeah, my seatbelt, guys. You gotta get my seatbelt on. We can't be riding around with those seatbelt riding dirty. So we got my coffee. We're gonna take the back way back, which I'll show you guys here in just one moment here. If I'm stop having these problems, having some problems. All right, let's see here. Well, I feel like I'm gonna turn you guys right into the sun, so I might as well just leave you guys like this just for a moment till the sun. But yeah, so you know, when I do these videos that I post on YouTube, I really like the idea that I can really share with you guys everything that I'm doing with my flying and not hide anything. And really, I am here to share even the ugly videos. I don't want to be making bad videos or crashing or harming anybody or putting anybody in danger. I don't want to make videos like that. I want to make videos of showing you guys how much fun paramotoring really is. And paramotoring is so much fun. Wow, that sun, guys. Damn, my visor, it's like half broken. Ah. There we go, that's not too bad like that. Like I said too, when I do these live streams and I drive around, it's kind of annoying because the camera angles aren't really the best for it. Like, because of the sun and stuff like that. Which if you guys are watching my live streams, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, well, yeah, and like I said too, like the money that I raise from some of the videos that I do get to make, I really am trying to figure out ways to do these giveaways, you know, for you guys that are subscribed to the channel. Like I said, I can't be any more appreciative. We hit 13K subscribers. That's insane. Wow, there's a lot of traffic going on right now. Man, I've never had such a harder time. I'm trying to open up my checking book and I can't actually open it. Whatever, I can actually just do it when I get home. Yeah, so regardless of all that, I just want to keep trying to fly. I want to show you guys more adventures. I have some cool things that I really want to be doing with a couple other pilots. Have you seen others who really seem to do unsafe things either for the thrill? Not a fan of that person. I appreciate your real world approach. Yeah, so Joe, I have seen people fake like a crash, or seem like they make a video seem way more dramatic than it should be, you know, and it's really nothing bad at all. And that's what I mean. Like, it sucks because, you know what's crazy, Joe, is that I gotten paid more money on a video of my crash videos or me hitting that glider. There was a flight one time when I was flying with Asmat, and I hit it was my glider, but I hit it when we were in the air, and I chopped it up, and I forced Asmat down to an emergency landing, which was not cool at all. And I was so upset with myself, but it was all my own stuff that I hurt, and Asmat didn't get hurt at all. That's all that really mattered. And what's crazy was that I never wanted to post it online, and I wasn't planning on doing it. You know what I mean? Because I knew that there was going to be a lot of ugly riffraff around it. You know, like, social media is an ugly world, really. You know, and YouTube wasn't bad at all for posting the video. What was bad were not to post it was Facebook. Facebook, man. The people on some of the paramotoring groups, they're like really negative people to the point where you're like, geez, man, why are you being so mean to me? You know, I don't talk bad like that to other people. I don't knock other people's videos. I don't kick people when they're down. And really, my video, I shared it as a story at first. I didn't even post it as a reel yet. Like, I wasn't even going to do that. I thought if I posted it as a story, people would all take a glimpse at it, and then they would go watch it on my YouTube channel. And that's what I was trying to do. And then another YouTuber, or I mean another paramotor pilot, took my video and posted it as a reel, and I saw that it was going viral. So I figured I might as well make the money from it. So I posted it. Then the same thing. It was the 7 seconds video, and I posted it, and then it was my most viral video I've actually ever posted. And I'm not proud of the video, you know what I mean? Because I don't think it's cool to promote or advertise bad flying, but I think it's good to share a moment with people so they can see what never to do. Like, I'm so grateful that I'm able to say that I get to walk away from this and talk about it, and also share a video on it to share with you guys to hope that you guys would never make the same mistake. Like, I've flown over gliders hundreds of times. My friends have flown over my gliders. Like, we've all done it so many times. And now, personally, I'll just never do it again. Like, it's one thing if somebody else does it over me, that's cool, whatever. I don't actually mind that, but I just personally will not be going over someone's glider completely. If anything, maybe touch the tip of the wing, the back of it, but I don't ever want to try to do that again. I still hate the idea of how that even went down. But, you know, there's like so many people that will post a video with a really ugly thumbnail where it looks like it's a really horrific crash, and then you watch the video and it was nothing bad at all. But did you not promote bad flying intentionally? Different if it was an accident. Sometimes things happen. So, oh yeah, so no, it was an accident in the sky. I collided into my other glider. On total mistake, yes. I wasn't trying to do that for the views. Yeah, that's okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. No, it was a mistake. And to be honest with you, Joe, I actually, dude, it was months and months ago. Prior, it was like 6 or 7 months prior that when that happened, that I even posted the video. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. The video actually almost never hit the internet. And you know what's really crazy, Joe, is that people think that that was one of my craziest things I've ever seen while flying. It has not been. I actually have other videos caught on my cameras that I have videoed of other pilots making mistakes. Because, dude, mistakes happen. And to be totally fair and respectful to everybody I've ever flown with, and even the strangers I've flown with, to people that have ever asked me to never share something like of their faults or anything, I never post anybody else's accidents. It's one thing for me that if I make a mistake or if I do something while flying, I'll share it, because that's what I like to do. I like to share my experiences with all of you guys as a real, true paramotor pilot, right? And, you know, and I do realize that now why some of the other pilots have asked me to not share certain types of videos, because there's a lot of ugliness that comes from the other side of people from social media. Like, it's one thing to post videos and make videos all the time, but then it's a whole nother thing in itself to be actually be on the other side of it and just trash people. You know, I don't understand why people choose to trash other people in their reactions when you could clearly just what's it called, just, you could just say something like, you know, wow, I didn't like what I just saw, thanks for posting the video. Or my whole favorite thing is, don't say anything at all, right? The world has a lot of trash talking haters. It's sad. Yeah, it is sad, Joe. Because you know what's really crazy? That video that I posted and all my crash videos that I've ever posted paid me more than any of my other videos. It's like people want to see other people fail. And I hate that the most, you know? And it's like, no one wants to watch the fun, epic adventures. No, they actually don't. What people would rather watch is the 7 to 20 seconds of people's crash videos, them breaking something on their paramotor, or just looking like a straight up goofball so other people can trash talk you really bad. And don't get it wrong, I've had a lot of people thank me for posting those kind of videos, because a lot of people will not share their mistakes, and then they'll go make the same mistake, and it's like, man, if I just would have posted my video and it would have went around, hopefully it would help a couple people to never make that same mistake, right? But I'm never gonna hold back. You know, as much as reading nasty comments will always hurt my feelings, it doesn't matter, you know. And I try not to read all the comments, but it's hard not to. You know, how do you not read comments of somebody watching you and then they write it there? You know, it's there forever. And you know what's funny? A lot of people's comments are gone. Like they've erased them. Like I don't know if it's like they regret it posting it, or I don't know, you know. And I'm not here to ever engage back in a negative way, because you know what? Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. I get that, and I respect it. But you'll never catch me being negative or mean to anybody's post. I think it takes a lot for somebody to post something. And I think it takes really negative people to bash others when, you know, like, what videos are they posting? You know? That's my question. It's like, you want to bash me all you want, but then what are you doing? You know, like, what are you posting? You know, you post every single one of your perfect flights. Okay, where are the mistakes then? You're gonna act like you don't make mistakes? I've seen some of the best paramotor pilots make some of the simplest mistakes. And I'm talking about the simplest mistakes. Mistakes that I actually haven't made yet myself. But because I've seen it happen, I don't want to say that it'll never happen to me, but I want to say that I'll always watch out for it. You know, like today, I went out flying in high gusting winds, you know, today. And I only did one fly around. Maybe wasn't in the air for more than, what, 15, 25 seconds maybe today? Maybe I was up for a whole solid minute. I don't really know. Oh, but right now, guys, I'm driving on one of my favorite back roads that I do like to drive on back here, because, like, to the left is all this water, but it's not the ocean. It's the river. It's a river. And then to my right is all inland, right? Well, it's all inland, actually, to my left, too, but far to my left is the ocean, right? So it goes the river, the marsh, back river bays, then the islands, and then the ocean. So, and right now we're driving on some of my favorite places to be at. But you gotta watch your speeds though here, because I'm driving past the police station too right now. So yeah, regardless though, like, just trying to post videos and stuff like that, I envy everybody that does it. The good, the bad, and even the ugly. I feel that it's very important for us to share the bad videos because of our mistakes, because I do strongly believe that you can be helping out somebody else down the line. Maybe that video might not get as many views as you want it to, but it might have reached out to the people that it needed to. And that's what I really like about my type of videos, is that, you know what, I really like the engagement I do get, and I really enjoy just making these videos. And I obviously enjoy flying more than you guys could ever actually imagine. But like I said, dude, I fly so much that I'm not trying to say I'm bound to make mistakes, but I'm not perfect. Things are gonna happen while I'm flying, or before I even get up in the sky. And like, just to think, like, I watch other people have made some silly mistakes to some of the scariest mistakes in front of me. I mean, I have seen things to the point where I thought that it was it, you know, and it all is from having a bad decision, you know, being overly confident in yourself. Like, there's one thing about being very confident in yourself and knowing your level, but that's it. It's knowing your level of skill. Like, if it's something that you've never done before, you should really double check yourself before you go and do it. And really, before you go and do it, you should really think about your surrounding area before you go and do it. Like me, like when I fly over water, for example, I always try to think, okay, I'm flying high enough to where if I have a motor out, I can at least glide right onto the beach. No problem. Or onto the ground wherever I'm at. And if I'm flying at a tailwind, downwind, like with the wind behind me, and I'm going at my fastest speed, I would like to think that that's very unsafe, and you don't want to be low, but you can be, you know, it's like one thing if you're high enough to know that you can turn right into the headwind and safely land. The whole idea with paramotoring is that you do have to always respectfully understand your landing, always while we're flying. You can't just be forgetting about that, because as soon as you forget about where you can land when you're flying a paramotor, that's when you're gonna have a motor out, and that's when something bad could potentially happen. And meaning, like, when you have a motor out, that's no big deal in the air at all, as long as you're in a good spot, meaning like you have all this open range for landing. And if you don't, right, you can land in a tree, you can land in the water, you know, you can land on someone's, I don't want to say someone's house, but because we're not allowed to be flying over people's houses or people in general. Yes, yeah, totally, dude, absolutely. Like, there's a lot of factors in the paramotoring that are very dangerous, because these are just two-stroke engines. They're reliable, but they're not long-lasting reliable. That's what I like to say. Like, meaning, like, you could go and fly these things for hours and not have any problems, and then one day you might be flying, next thing you know, it's just shutting down on you when you're in the air, or you have something in your pocket, it falls out, it hits your prop, or, you know, any silly little thing can happen. Your sweatshirt hoodie could go back and get inside your airbox and shut your motor off, you know? It's so crazy to think of all these silly little things that could really happen out of nowhere and just put you down, you know? But that's why you just always have to think about, where can I land? As long as you always have that in your mind, you'll never have a problem with paramotoring. That's how I've always done it. And I've actually had motor outs. Dude, one flight, I had 8 motor outs in one flight. You want to talk about craziness. I couldn't believe that I made it so close back to the LZ. And I walked the 75 more feet. Like, I was so close, you know? But I felt like that I didn't want to push it anymore, you know? Aw. Sorry, man, I tried. There's a guy trying to pull out right there, and it was just bad timing. So yeah, we're gonna pass this other bank here. I'm gonna just stop at this one next. Might as well swap the moolah around, what I always do all the time. It's like the best magic trick I can ever do with money. It's like, as soon as I get it, I can make it instantly disappear and not show anything around it. Nah, that's cool. I'm just always, when I do stuff like this, I'm just paying my bills. I always have one account that I like to have all the money in for that, and then the other one's just my savings, basically. Savings, checkings. So what's up, everybody? Here in New Jersey today, I'll tell you what, it's cold out, but it's not that bad. I think it's at a high today of 39 degrees. But the winds are high. You know, that's what stinks. The winds are up a little too high to be trying to actually go and fly in with someone that's a little bit newer, so hopefully though, me and Al will be hanging out again, definitely in a lot lighter winds, which we will be, you know. Hold on a second, I'm going to check out what you just said. One second, I'm pulling up here to actually park here. Just one moment. At the bank. All right. Nice, dude. Pulling up. All right, what did you just say? That's what I want to see. Dude, exactly. It just keeps getting easier and easier. I guess we all have that same magical trick, right? We all know how to get money and just make it. Okay, let's. Where's my wallet at? Oh yeah, my wallet's right here. I actually have it under the phone for these videos because for some reason when I put it up on a prop a little bit, like stuff this under there, it makes it stop shaking so much. So, all right, just give me a moment here, guys. This might be just a minute because I have to. So this bank here, I actually have two different banks here, two different accounts here at one. So one being my business, the other one being a personal for this one here. You know what's crazy is trying to remember so many different codes all the time in my head. Oh. I pushed the wrong button. Typical. I'm over here trying to get money out and accidentally add it like I'm trying to get cash. No, main menu. Get cash, Dan. Get cash. All right. Print. Pull out the money. Yeah, it's funny the way that I do like my bookkeeping with cash and stuff like that, and my billing. You know, it's kind of like, I don't want to call it annoying or anything like that, but it's. I know I could probably make it easier on myself and not have to do all this driving around. But like I said, I actually enjoy coming out. Okay, so let's put this in right now. Hold on a second, I'm sorry. Okay, this side. I'm gonna put this in. 1 second, guys. Dan's typical lifestyle right here, messing around with all these different banks. So this is bank number 2 today, 4th account though that I'm playing with. And like I said, it gets confusing sometimes with all these stupid numbers that I have to remember. Alright. And like I said, I just do this because I've always done it this way since the beginning. And plus, like I said, it used to be a lot easier because I had banks that were a lot closer. Now, they're obviously a little bit farther away, but it's no big deal. I still don't mind getting out and about, driving around, doing this kind of stuff. Check it out, guys. I have the GoPro 11 back on the helmet, which makes me super happy, by the way. And what's so nice about that is like my audio is just so nice and crispy again. I mean, like, it's so nice. I can only imagine having the the GoPro 13 on there, how nice the audio would probably sound on that thing. Because, dude, the 11 is crispy. So, but yeah, so anyway, like I said, everybody, we were here hanging out. Come on. We just did a couple runs. We got to hang out with another paramotor pilot today. He's about to be one, I should be saying. Okay, everything looks good. We are off in the paramotor van. So now I'm done with my banking. I didn't even want to go and really do that, but it was nice to get out and just deal with that crap. Sometimes I always push it off because I don't really have to worry about any of my bills for another 2 more days, really, but it is all good. All right, seatbelt back on. So, what is going on today? There's really not much going on now. I just feel like I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna unload all the gear that I do have. About how much does a complete setup cost with a trike? So, man, here, hold on a second. Let me get my prop under here. Don't crash. 1 second. So, Joe, a whole setup, it depends on what company you buy through, because all the companies are different. But let's say if you were to buy from me, the Paramotor itself with the Vittorazzi Motor 185 is the motor that you're going to want to have if you're a little bit on that heavier side. And plus, if you're going to trike anyway, you definitely want to have the Motor 185. You should get it with the Skymax Star, and you can get that, dude, you're able to put a very big propeller on there. And if you buy it from me, we can make it so maybe we can do a special order on the prop, and maybe I can try to get you a discount on it. But a whole setup, so we're talking, let's just say $7,800 for the Paramotor, plus another $1,800 for the trike frame. So now we're talking, what's that? Dude, it's so hard for, I have a hard time doing math when I'm driving, but we're talking like, you know, I feel like with, say, Skymax Paramotor, Skymax Star, what you guys see me flying a lot, with a bigger prop on it, and then with their trike frame, you're probably looking at around, let's just call it 10 to 11 grand. And I can almost probably guarantee you that if you were to buy it from anywhere else, it would probably be that or if more. And really though, if you buy from me and you're very serious, I know I can knock down the numbers, but you just have to, it has to be a serious thing. And like I said, it's like, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I don't want to waste your guys' time, of course, but I know that I can definitely break those numbers down. But Joe, before you go getting anything, wait till I get the trike first so I can make some videos on it. Unless if you're itching for one and you want one right away, I don't blame you. But if you want to wait, I'm hoping to have the trike shortly with the new Polestar. And if I have those two things, man, it's going to be some fun videos to be making. So I am not serious at this point. I am not serious. Okay, you're just asking questions, Joe? I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you were like ready to go buy one. But yeah, no, I get it. That's totally cool. Maybe later I will let you know. Absolutely. And like I said, Joe, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll always have the chance to potentially win one for free. So that would be actually really cool to maybe do it as a giveaway with the trike, because then it can open up a lot more people into the giveaway. Like, I feel like a lot more people would be more into it if they're like, wow, Danny's giving away not just the Paramotor, but also the trike frame with it. Now that would be extremely epic. Udell, what's going on? What's happening, man? Welcome to the live, dude. Happy to see you here. So, dude, today, Udell, to go back to what I was talking about earlier, me and Al got to hang out. Al is another soon-to-be paramotor pilot. He has had some ground training. He had a personal trainer that something happened. I'm not too sure what happened, but I know that Al didn't quite finish his training. So now he has the paramotor. He's ready to fly. We hung out today. The winds were just too high for him. I went up for a little flight. It was actually a ton of fun. He came over to my house. We did a hang test with his paramotor, make sure he's hanging correctly, which he totally is, which is super epic. And so now all we got to do is do a little bit more training with him on the ground. He needs it. And really, everybody needs it in a way. Like, there's no such thing as anybody not needing the proper training and the little bit of that push, you know? And what's nice is, it's just, you know, you should never really self-train to be a paramotor pilot, because what's going to happen is, the only way that's maybe an okay thing is if you have a lot of money and you're ready to prepare yourself to keep rebuying a lot of propellers, maybe even a glider, because you can totally destroy them, and even totally just ruin your whole paramotor, you know? And really, you're lucky if that's all you're hurting. Like, you're extremely lucky if you don't hurt yourself. But there are a lot of people that have done it, and I'm not recommending it, but I just, I definitely recommend proper training to everybody, and I can't stress it enough. And like I said, Al got the proper training. He just never got up in the sky. Yep, definitely, Udell, definitely. And you know, a lot of times too, it's like, even if you say if people don't want to pay for that proper training, you can always go and pay to go get a tandem flight with a paramotor to see if you even like it. And that's what I highly recommend first. And a lot of times you can go to a school and just say, hey, is there any way I can just get a tandem flight before I want to see if I want to spend the money in training? Because what's really great about a tandem flight is not for recreational use. It's actually for training purposes only. So when you go up for tandem flights, yes, it's a really good, fun experience, but it's also supposed to be a training lesson flight. And that's what's really cool about it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, when you go up to do it, you know, you're already going to basically be getting a little miniature lesson on how paramotoring really works. You'll get the whole fundamentals about the whole thing. And then a lot of times, if the weather's good enough, you'll get to control it while you're up there, which is the best part. And really, that's what I recommend, you know. And like I said with Al, I'm really excited with him because you can tell that he's got the training. He knows what he's doing. He just isn't really just all that comfortable yet with the paramotor on his back, which is, I totally respect it, and I like that he's trying to just take his time and be a really great PBG pilot. And I think it's great. I think this is cool. He would have totally been up flying today if the winds weren't that high. Like, when I went up, it was just too bumpy. It was not fun. It's never a fun time when it's that rough, you know. And really, it's not worth it to go up for your first flight in something that bumpy anyway. Plus, it was midday. It wouldn't even have been smart to go up at that time. Like, for me, it's one thing because I know where my level of skill is at. Because it was really a lot of up and down. I mean, it was some. But the winds weren't that high, though. But still, it still can be very dangerous to a very new green pilot. But regardless, I do strongly believe that next time that me and Al hang out, dude, he's going to be soaring with the birds for sure. About to be coming up to the world famous tolls, guys. You guys know the deal. Oh, that doesn't look that bad on the van. Ooh, car. Coming up to these tolls. Hey, what's up, man? 230. Yep. 2. Man, I got a 5. Sorry, I don't have I thought I had another one. Gotta get easy pass, man. One of these days. You know, I never think about it until right now.
230. Yeah, you got like a little 10 cent discount or something like that.
Oh, all right. Hey, it's good to know. All right, man. Hey, have a good one. Hey, did you hear that, guys? You get the if you get easy pass, you get a discount. So, whoa, that car just blew out so much smoke out of the exhaust. All right, 1 second, guys. Let me get situated, and then I'll turn the camera around in 1 second. We are going over the parkway here on the Garden State here in New Jersey. Do you guys see the seagulls in the fence handrails? Do you see them? Do you guys see that? It's so hard to tell, but there's seagulls that are like in the grates there. Do you see them? Wow, look at that glare. Alright, I'm about to turn the camera in. You guys see the seagulls? I'm just trying to see if any of you guys see the seagulls. In the fencing railing. Look at that actual real seagull flying. Wow, that sun, guys, brutal. See the Coast Guard out there. Man, that sun was just so brutal. I don't know if it's like when you're going over the bridge and it's something to do with the reflection off the water, but man, it's like, it's insane how crazy it is. But regardless, so we're heading back to my house. So now I would have the camera the other way, but like I said, I don't like to show off the exact signs all the way to my house, right? We don't want to show that off. But I do like bringing you guys along for the live drives on my van rides like this. It's so funny how I can do it like this, and I really actually enjoy doing it. I find a lot of pleasure in it. I find it to be very relaxing too, because it's nice to come on here, hang out with you guys, see you guys come on here, and I like to see who is subscribed to the YouTube channel. Like, wow, we broke 13K subscribers. That's a first ever in my life. You know, that might not be a lot of subscribers, but to me, that's a huge deal, and it's a lot to me, and I really am really grateful for it. I can't be any more thankful about it, and really, it's like, I'm still just so blown away to know that I have 13,000 subscribers. And you know, I do want to say, like, when I look at my YouTube analytics, I can't even say it right, but when I look inside my YouTube studios, I can see all the breakdowns of everything that my YouTube channel is generating, right? Like, I can see where most of my subscribers are coming from. I can see where I'm making more of my money from. I can see where, when I post a long-term video, for example, I can see where you guys say stop watching the video, like where the dive happens. And it's crazy because that's what makes me try to watch myself on the next video. And that's why, like, every video now keeps getting harder and harder to post, because it's like, all right, I'm trying to watch out for this. Okay, I'm trying to watch out for that. And then, like, for an example, if you guys watch my long-term videos, I just posted a video, my first video, of announcing that I'm selling the SkyMax Paramotor. And to me, just so you guys all are aware, I thought it would be so cool if I had 2 cameras set up, and not only 2 cameras set up, me looking at 2 different cameras while I was making the video, right? And I just thought that it would make for a much greater intense video, right? Just make the video more intense. And really, it seems like I had a couple people make comments just stating that they didn't like the back and forth that much, which I get it. But you know what's crazy too about me is that what I always realize about myself is that I do talk a lot. And when I talk a lot, I guess I look around a lot, right? So I will watch it. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done it as much as I did, but you know, it's just another learning lesson. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, now I gotta make sure, okay, if I'm gonna do 2 cameras, I shouldn't go so back and forth so much, you know? Little moments, you know? So, and like I said, I actually really respect everybody's honesty, because really, I can't grow without it. And, you know, if everybody was always telling me, hey, Dan, you're making a great video every single time, I would never grow, right? That's not how it works anyway. I'd rather be scolded than not scolded. I'm the type of guy who can take it. And really, I try really hard with these videos, you know, and I know I'm not the best, and I'm never here to be the best. I'm here to just hang out with you guys, show you guys what it's like to become a paramotor pilot, or what it's like becoming a paramotor pilot. And now, knowing that I'm just making money from these videos, I would like to be giving it back to you guys to show how much I appreciate you guys for following along, and hope that I can be able to change some of your lives. Yeah, dude, it isn't a compliment. Dang, 13K. That's more than people. Yeah, man. All right, dude, I'll see you back in a little bit, man. I'll be on the live for a little bit more. Because right now we're just headed back to my house, and then I guess we can go hang out in the shop for a little bit. Show you guys where the paramotor and stuff is right now. Hang out in the shop for a minute. But really what I want to be doing too with like some of my live streams that I do here on YouTube is just for the live streams. It just seems like a lot of people are actually starting to do the podcast, and that's what throws me. It's because I want to be doing something that like a lot of people aren't doing. So something that like I guess a lot of people would be more interested into watching. And I want to figure out how to do a podcast where I'm on the road interviewing other paramotor pilots, right? Like, because for one, it's really interesting to me to know what everybody's thoughts are on paramotoring. And everybody always seeks out all these people that, you know, I get it. It's like, of course, like it's like, for an example, like, I would love to go go do an interview podcast with Kyle O. Definitely want to do a podcast with Kyle O, to be honest with you. Like, totally honest with you. I would love to do a podcast with Kyle O. And I would love to do, like a podcast with Tucker Guy or, you know, a couple other people. But I don't want to do a podcast that's like what everybody else is doing. I want to do a podcast that is completely different, you know, where it's like, I just don't want to be asking the same things that everybody else is asking. I want to be like, I want to talk about topics that is driving everybody crazy, and I want to talk to people that, you know, you don't really see a lot of people really anymore of, like Kyle O. Like Kyle O, to me, I want to talk to him because he was the first person I ever saw when it came to a YouTube video. And when I saw Kyle O, I was so baffled and taken back by his videos that I was so obsessed with paramotoring, right? And then by the more and more I watched him, the more and more I wanted to become a paramotor pilot. The more and more it was taking me over. And then not only that, I see my one cat right now. I gotta watch out. I don't want to run him over. Can't run over my cat. So I have indoor, outdoor cats. So that's why, you know, when I back up in my yard, I always take my time. Mr. Handsome's outside, so we're gonna go greet him in a second here. So I don't have my mirror right now on the side of the van. I gotta fix that. Oh, I see him in the other mirror right now. Good. Get out of the way, Handsome. Man, I actually, I just, you know, want to tell you guys that I absolutely love paramotoring. I love that it changed my life. I love that I make these videos. Dude, he's right behind the van now, too. Oliver. And I love that I get to share it with you guys and bring you guys along for 90% of my flights. You know, like I said, I try to roll my cameras 99% of the time, but I don't always get that luxury. So, you guys want to go check out my shop really quick? We'll go in the shop real quick. We'll hang out. Go show you guys what my shop looks like right now. Because literally, I came home, threw the paramotor in my shop, and stuffed my car in here. Like, nothing's in my shop the way it should be. So, I'll show you guys how it actually looks right now. Okay, so. And we'll say hi to Handsome. Handsome. Oliver. There's Mr. Handsome right there, aka Crybaby. Alright, hold on a second. Boom. Yes, Oz. Such a good ball. Alright, I can leave the coffee in here for now while we come in here. Okay. So, get out my good old trusty key here. Boom. Da-da-da-da-da. Right to the garage. Okay. Hold on a second. Turn my lights on here. Alright. Lights are on. Check it out. Paramotor's just sitting here in the shop right now. Say what? Look how it's just sitting there. Normally, I have it right over there, guys. So we were hanging paramotors, doing that hang test today. Super epic. Okay, look, I backed up the car and I literally just kissed it. Like, I didn't even see it. I just touched it, too. Like, I'm just touching it. Super crazy. But check that out, guys. Sick. So crazy seeing the Paramotor right now. Just stuffed in the shop, no big deal. The hot rod. The Expedition, dude, with the 3-blade. Super nice. Dude, I bet you that's a epic ride in itself right there. Oh, yeah. Flying Dan with a 29 sedan. Say what? That's epic. Dude, so sick, though. Look at this SkyMax over there. Looking all nice, all alone. On the other side, away from the other paramotors. Can't believe it. Look at that. 3 paramotors over there and just one hiding over there. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oliver. What are you doing? Let's see what he's up to. Where are you going to go? What? Are you pressing against the paramotor? Little brat. I know a guy that flies. Oh, excuse me. What was that you just said? I would like to take a road trip. Udell, let's do that, man. That'll be a lot of fun, man. You know, I know a guy that flies a truck, paramotor, and he's in a wheelchair. He is also, I can get you in touch. He is also in New Jersey. Okay, dude, Joe Johnson. All right, dude, that's epic, man. We'll check it out. So if you want to get in touch with me, man, I will show you guys right now, dude. I have a Facebook, man. You can come on Facebook, dude. My name is Danny Williamson on Facebook. All right, come and check me out. Here, let me see. Where can I set you down at? Man, I don't have my pedestal in here right now, so it's kind of annoying. Let me set you down right here for a second. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, so check it out. So you can come follow me right here on Facebook, Danny Williamson, and then I also have an Instagram. Flying Dan with a 29 sedan. Why is it so blurry? It keeps like blurring out. Flying Dan with a 29 sedan. And then, yeah, you can message me on there, dude. So, dude, that sounds awesome, man. I would really actually love to meet whoever that is. Let me go get my tripod, though. Let's go get it. The van's probably locked, though, so I gotta unlock the doors before I get all mad when I go around the other side and try to open the door and it's locked. Nothing worse. Also, the camera is reversed. What do you mean, Joe? The camera is reversed? Right now? Here's all the paramotor gear stuff in here still. I'll put away all the gliders in a little bit. Letters are backwards, like looking in a mirror. Looking in a mirror? What? All right, got my tripod. Looking. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, let's get this going. All right. Give me a moment here, guys. Trying to set this up is not easy. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Right. All right. Set you up. All right. Dude, there's nothing more annoying than trying to like hold the camera and video. All right, there we go. Boom, on the tripod. Much nicer. Look at that. That's super epic. Okay, super sorry. That was not epic. All right, what was that you guys were just saying? The hot rod is cool. No, you're Joe. What's up, man? A lot of Joes today. Yes, thank you very much, man. This is my 1929 Model A sedan delivery. Very sweet ride. Thank you very much for saying that. I do gotta get these away from it though. These are a little sketch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are gonna come crashing down and I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna set these up here where they can come crashing down on everything. Oh yeah, I don't even like this at all. This one can actually hang out up there, which is fine. At least that one's not touching it. All right, yeah, so this is a 1929 Model A sedan delivery. Super nice car. I got it just the way you see it. There's a couple things that I would like to actually still do to it to potentially fix it up. If you guys don't mind dropping a comment who's on here to let me know how the video looks. Much better on a tripod. Okay. Oh, thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah. Right. It's way better than me trying to carry it around being very shaky and stuff, you know. My hands not very steady. And plus, we were just driving around in my van. So, let me get my stool over here. Okay. So this is my paramotoring stool. It was actually being used today for another paramotor. So let's get my paramotor up here. Oh, I don't like letting these paramotors stay on the ground. You know, it's not, to me, I'm just not really a big fan of that. Ha, a big fan. Isn't that funny? I just said that. There's a big fan right here in front of us. All right, nice. But yeah, so I like to actually put it up in the air. So we can actually move it away from the car so you guys can still see the car right now. There we go. Nice. So now you can't even see the paramotor. Now you can just see the car. The car! So, big fan. I know, right? Isn't that so funny? Yeah, so Joe, I hope that you're subscribed and you're on here. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's all for free. And like I said, the only reason why I'm saying that is because I hope that you are, because you would be automatically entered into my raffle for my giveaways I do on my YouTube channel here. We just actually currently gave away a whole paramotor glider to one of my subscribers right here on YouTube. Super epic. Can't wait to make that next video. I am subscribed to your YouTube. All right, good deal, Joe. Good deal, Joe. I'm glad to hear that. And I really do appreciate that support too. And like I said, you can better your chances at winning if you actually drop comments and smash that like button on my long-term videos. It helps your chances out on winning for the next upcoming giveaways. And right now, I am currently trying to figure out how to raise enough money to either have a paramotor giveaway or send somebody out to proper training. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Joe, that's cool to know. Yeah, see, I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I do have a TikTok. Absolutely, Joe. I look forward to hoping that I see you win, because that would be amazing. And like I said, how cool would it be, though, from SkyMax if I was able to have another SkyMax star with the trike frame and then be able to potentially do that as a cool epic giveaway? You know, I feel like it would draw a really big attraction to SkyMax, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I think that would be just really awesome to hopefully change somebody's life and give somebody the chance to win a really special aircraft. Yes, Joe, that's what I'm really trying to do. And like, you know, I can easily give away one of my paramotors right now, but I don't want to give away a used one. I want to give away a brand spanking new one. Like maybe, if anything, I would get it the setup and break it in properly, and then maybe do a couple little flights for a video for you guys, and then I'd give that away, you know? That would be super, super cool. And You know, I think it'd be really neat too to think that. I just feel like. I just feel like it's just so life changing that I know that I'm going to be able to change other people's lives. Just like the guy who just last won, who just got one of my first biggest giveaways that I've ever actually gave out. I gave away one of my PBG gliders to one of you guys that were subscribed to my YouTube channel, and his name is Travis Hutchins. And it's amazing. He won the glider that totally changed my life, and I'm super excited to know that it will change his life. Yes, that's the goal, Joe. And not only that, what I also want to do too, Joe, is not just try to raise money for that. I also want to do like a sport race to paramotoring and try to do something where like when it comes to springtime or fall time, to do something really epic on the beach with paramotoring. Some kind of a race where I can make it so like the first place winner can win a paramotor, and the second and third place winners would basically get brand new paramotor gliders. You know what I mean? Of a choosing of a certain different types, because you know we're all different weight sizes, and plus a lot of people, you know, I think they would be more interested in doing the race if they know that there's potential brand new paramotor to win at first place. And then even if you get second and third, I think it'd be really cool to make it so you win a glider. And then I think maybe fourth and fifth, it would be really cool to actually have them as like cash winners or something. Just just to make it so like more people would want to be involved. Because I feel like if you make more winners out of it, it would be really cool. And then also, oh man, I'm not even joking. I would love to do it and then make a really cool, epic YouTube video about it. Be in the race, but not be in the race, because like my first year, I would love to host the race, right? Obviously. So by doing that, but I would like to be a part of the whole race too. Like I'm not the one in competition, but try to video others that are in the competition. Like I think it would be super cool. Like say if it's a 4-day race or I make it a 3-day race, I think it would be really cool to be up in the air the first day the race starts, where people are just all taking off all at the airport. And that would be really cool too, to start off at an airport, especially like the one that you guys see me flying at all the time, and then make the race where people have to go to the beach, right? And make it even so that they have to even go inland, and make it so like you have to do both. And you can make it so you can choose whatever you want, pick whatever gas stations you need to pick, and even hotel rooms or campsites. Like that's what I mean. Like the fall season or the springtime season, before the beaches actually are really open, or say, you know, once the lifeguards still aren't there, it would be really a great time to do something like that, because it would be open season to that. And I think it would be fun. And the whole idea with the race would be is to put things on the ground. So like you have to fly to certain points of the race. You know what I mean? Like, and you can get to any of these points any way you want to, you know? That's why I think it'd be cool, like, for the first day of the race, it'd be up in the air, flying with everybody, watching everybody go, try to video everybody. It'd be super epic. And then it'd be cool, like, on the last day, me being in the air, seeing the first couple pilots coming in. And then me, like, race hopefully back to the ground so I can, like, capture their landing. But I can have other people, obviously, videoing people's landings coming in. But that's what I want to do. I want to make a really big epic video on it. And it'd be cool to just make some type of a sport or a race out of paramotoring, but not in a dangerous way at all. Just make it so it's a couple day race. It'd be cooler to really make it a 2 to 3 day race, because it would be amazing to think that some people can really push it. But I want to make it so like it's somewhat long. You know, I don't want to make it so. I just want to make it a challenge for people, because it's got to be worth the challenge. Paramotor Poker Run. Okay, yeah, Udell, something just like that. Exactly something like that, right? And I even thought, like picking up like objects of some kind, like paramotor parts, or like, and you got to figure out a way to like have it on board safely. You know what I mean? That's like the thing too. I think it would be cool to think that like everybody that participates in it, like like you'll be like at one spot, you're gonna be forced to pick up one side of a prop, and then like you'll go to another spot, and you'll have to pick up the other side of the prop. Now you have a full propeller for the paramotor. You know, obviously you'll be flying with one obviously already, but I'm just saying like it'd be cool to pick up things like that. Like it'd be really cool that one spot that you land, you're picking up brake toggles. You know, another spot that are brand new. Another spot you come in and land. Like I said, you'll be picking up one side of the prop, and that'll probably be. I said BB, I think twice right there. I think that it'll probably be the biggest object to pick up. What was that? Yeah. So yeah, the object would be is just to make it really entertaining to have more people involved in it, and like I said, it would be cool to have people sign up in advance because then say if there's 50 people on it, and then I tell eProp like, hey, okay, 50 people signed up that are really going to be here for this race. I need this many propellers. You know what I mean? And it would be cool to do that, you know, and do that part of the race. So like, no matter what, everybody in the race will get like a propeller out of it. You know what I mean? Like how cool would that be? That would be super epic actually to think. And that's why I'm trying to figure out how to have sponsors out of this. Like I already feel like I could already talk to SkyMax and maybe really talk about what we could do with maybe like the big giveaway will be a SkyMax, you know what I mean? And then talk to Vitarazzi, of course, and just try to see what kind of discounts or deals that I could just personally get on trying to do that for you guys. You know, like I said, I want to try to make this happen, even if it comes out of my pocket. And like I said, how cool would that be, though? Like I said, that would be cool to make it so like you have to pick up like 10 things. They're basically going to be all paramotoring related, and like I said, it'd be really cool to make it a 2-day to a 3-day race, so it's more of a challenge. Because like I said, if we're going to be giving away a paramotor and then trying to give away like say 2 gliders right behind it, and then 2 other say cash giveaway or cash winner or cash rewards on top of all of that, that's a lot. And I feel like to have a lot, we got to be doing a lot. And dude, how cool would it be for like 3 days to put like all the paramotors to the test in a challenging but safe mannering way? Like I would like to see everybody being very safe. I don't want to see anybody obviously putting themselves through something that's dangerous, but it'd be cool to see like how long are you going to go flying on the beach for all day to try to get to some of these spots? Are you going to go past say one of the objects to go to another object first to get like, because I want to make it so it's basically a circle around, you know, so I want to make it so like you basically, let's say we all start at my local airport. That's the beginning takeoff. I actually would love to end it there, but make it so at the very end, you have to come in the other way, you know, meaning like you're going to be coming up, say, on the Delaware side instead of the ocean side. So I think that would be super epic. So, like I said, there's a lot of things that I've been thinking about trying to figure out what we can do. And to do something like this, I would need a lot of support and help from others to make this actually happen, because say if we have a lot of people up in the air, I'm going to need to have a lot of people that will be on the ground always ready to go help out, say, a paramotor pilot that will potentially go down in an area that they didn't want to go down in, and it's just you know, an emergency landing and that they're screwed. And so I want to make it so like I want to just make it so everybody will be able to at least be able to get picked up. Lots of cool ideas. Yes, Joe, exactly. Joe, I've been talking about trying to do something like this for the past like year and a half now, and I'm trying to be very serious about this. I think that I could actually really, I think I could really do something crazy, you know, and really, I think it would be awesome to think that I could just, I don't know. I know that I can figure something out. It's just that I need to figure it out in a matter of, in a realistic way, I guess, and then try to see the support I can maybe get from other companies that I don't want to call them sponsors, because I would like to think, I just wish that my YouTube channel was bigger so that I can raise enough money up myself to do this for everybody, because that's what I would do. If I was making more money on my YouTube channel, I would be giving it back to be trying to do things like this. Like, what could we do in the sport to make it bigger, better, and make these cool, epic giveaways so more people want to be a part of it? Pilot-wise, you know, I would love to meet other pilots. I would love to even meet people that would just love to come and watch. Now, how cool would it be to make it so, like, the day when everybody's supposed to come in and win, make it like a big thing in the township so everybody can come. There'll be food vendors and stuff like that. Everybody's all ready, waiting for you to come in and land. That would be super epic. And like I said, how cool would it be to come and see some of the first people coming in the land and knowing that what they're winning? That would just be. It would just be amazing. I think it would be a really cool thing to do. Like, how the Olympics are once every 4 years? I think it would be cool to do something like this once every 2 years. You know what I mean? Because then it'll give time, I guess, for, say, one, like if it was just me trying to do this to make kind of maybe that kind of money if I was on YouTube, to be giving it back to you guys. Because, man, I swear that if I was, it would be some pretty epic giveaways or trophies, I guess I should say, for that type of a race. But we'll see what happens in the future. I still want to push for it. I'm not going to give up on it. I think it would be really cool. And if I think that if I can figure out how to do it somehow on my own first, then that's how I think I can get the other companies like SkyMax, Vitarazi, and whoever else, like Ozone, if they wanted to be the gliders, to be in on the epic trophies that people can win. I think it would just be super sick. So we'll see how that goes. I hope that things like that can happen sooner than later. I still, in reality, just love being a YouTuber. I love making these videos. I just like to share my little adventures with you guys. I think that I like to show you guys basically, as one other friend said to me recently, the raw footage of my flying, basically, because it's really, I'm not hiding anything from you guys. I basically show you guys what it's like for me to go basically driving out of my yard right to the LZs that are basically right down the street from where I live. Go set up and go have these epic adventures, especially with other paramotor pilots that I've recently have been just hanging out with and met. And they're some of the coolest people in the world. Like, it's just, everything about paramotoring has been this uplifting wow factor to me. And it's just like that very first moment when I saw what a paramotor was, to that very first moment when my feet came off the ground, to the first time I was monetized on any of the social media platforms to be making these videos. It's all been super crazy amazing. And I'm really grateful for all of you guys for being here, coming along for the ride. It's super epic. Like I said, I try to post more videos on YouTube, but like I said, I was out of my helmet camp, so I was kind of lacking the videos there. So I do apologize for that, but no worries. I do have some epic videos to be posting. And like I said, I do appreciate all the support from you guys. I do have some more epic giveaways to come. Like I said, I'm trying to build up something big for the next one. We just did an epic big giveaway. Big congratulations again to Travis Hutchins, dude. That's such an epic giveaway. One of my gliders that we have here, so that's super big. So, but anyway, like I said, everybody, I really do appreciate all you guys for following along, sharing that love. It really means a lot to me. And like I said, everybody, if you're interested in buying a SkyMax Paramotor, you guys can buy yourself one of these SkyMax Paramotors for a great price. Don't miss out. I would love to get one of these to you for one of the best deals that your money can buy. Man, I don't want to wrap up in this. I can see myself getting wrapped in this and being so sad. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see if I can make this happen. All right, that's kind of trustworthy. I can see my thing swinging back and hitting the car now. I saw the last giveaway. Congrats. Yeah, dude, it's super awesome. It was super special to me because it was like, at first I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually going to give away the glider that changed my life. But, that's me showing you guys too how much this all means to me. Like, you guys sharing that support back. I feel like, how else can I show you guys any more that I really care about that? So I figured I could be just doing some cool giveaways. Now, how cool would it be to give one of these away? That would be the ultimate dream. I would love to give away a SkyMax Star with the Vitarazi Motion 185 with the 2-blade E-prop. That would be so sick, guys. Like I said, I think that I can make these dreams definitely come true. But like I said, we got to... you guys got to definitely follow along. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Make sure you guys go check out my videos. Make sure you guys go drop some comments. Smash that like button. Like I said, it helps other people. Make sure you go share my videos too. Let your friends know what I'm doing. Like I said, the more people we get, the quicker I can do these giveaways as well. Thanks, Udell. I definitely love it, man. And I love actually being in front of a camera, to be totally honest with you. I feel like I've never realized how much I really actually enjoyed it until and like I haven't been really doing that much carpentry work, so I've been trying a lot more to be pushing out these videos. So like I really, really like it. And ironically, as soon as I didn't have all this work is when I kind of went down on a couple of my GoPros and everything just seemed to be a lot harder. And that's just how life goes. And for me, I try to kill everything with a positive, great attitude because you know what? We only get to live once. Everything's kind of hard. I just want to learn better skills to make things, I don't want to say easier, but know how to always overcome these problems when they come my way, right? And like I said, now the big next thing is that I'm selling the SkyMax Paramotors to you guys. Like I said, if you want any parts, if you need a whole setup, please hit me up. Like I said, I will give you the best deal that your money can buy. And like I said, I just want to show you guys too how much these Paramotors are really amazing aircrafts. Not enough time in the day. Udell, you're totally right, man. There isn't enough time in the day. And to be totally honest with everybody, for some of you that get the chance to actually go in paramotor, it's truly one of the best things ever. But to anything that you're ever looking forward to in life, go after it. That's all I have to say. Because for me, I never thought flying was going to be in the cards in my life. And now I can't believe it's one of the things I do the most. So anything's possible. I think that, if I can share now this passion back with others and show people how amazing this really is, that's all I want to do. And if I can change a couple other people's lives, then I'm really doing what I'm supposed to do in this life too. Because really, this right here has totally changed my life. But I know that it can change your life too as well if I can get this in your hands. And that's my goal. Like I said, I really do enjoy making these videos. I really love being a YouTuber, and I love actually posting even those reels on social media. So make sure you guys go check out my Facebook and my Instagram for my reels and even my TikTok. So like I said, I do live streams on there as well on top of posting videos. But like I said, everybody, I think I am going to cut this one out on this one. I really do appreciate all you guys for following along. Like I said, it's really a lot of fun doing these videos. And it's also hard to push myself in the beginning. But then I always realize once I'm done doing a live stream, I'm like, you know what? I really always do enjoy doing these live streams. Just as much as I love posting a long-term video that takes me days to edit, But I'm trying to get better. And I really do enjoy that I get to do this stuff for you guys too, because it's amazing. And like I said, if I can really try to raise more money up somehow to make these giveaways bigger and better and faster, things are going to be happening. So, but like I said, thanks again to all you guys for watching today and for commenting and being on here. I really do appreciate it. And I always look forward to seeing you guys on here as well. It means a lot to me. So everybody, like I said, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again really for watching. Wow, Joe, thank you for saying that, man. My live streams are greatness, dude. You're the man for saying that. That means a lot to me. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, it's sometimes hard for me to push myself to get out here and actually get these going. So, man, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for saying that. Very kind words from you. So, but like I said, everybody, if you guys want a SkyMax Paramotor or any parts for SkyMax, please hit me up. I will get you your best deals for sure. Thanks, Joe, for that. Yeah, anytime, man. That's what I'm here for, taking you on this epic journey, guys. So, till the next one, everybody, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.